Hello and welcome, I'm Ursa and we're going to be diving into, that's it, another true start location Earth map with all of the civs. This never shows quite all the civs, I trust that there are all the civs in the game, I promise, it is totally loaded. I put a channel update up recently and I asked you guys for lots of ideas and there were some fantastic ideas, thank you for those. I am working on that in the background. A couple of those ideas required a little bit of setup, working around with maps to try and get them to work, and I didn't think I wanted to rush it. So in the meantime, I thought I'd start a new game just with an idea I had before, and then we can sort of jump to those ideas afterwards if you will, if you'll go along with the ride with me. I have wanted to play a big game of Maori for some time because they are ridiculous, like absolutely just fantastic. The fact they start in the ocean, you get extra food and production from fishing boats and unworked resources, just that sort of thing. What does it call it? Unimproved woods and rainforest. That's literally what it is. There was another phrase it used, where is it? Oh, there we go. City styles of a passable feature or natural wonder. I like that one. That's really, really cool. But Coupe's voyage, it essentially means we're going to have a huge boat empire. We're going to be able to settle down, we're going to plonk ourselves on, I believe, Hawaii and that sort of area. Actually, to be fair, I don't entirely know where the Maori start. We'll find that out pretty quickly, I'm sure. But this entire Earth map, with all of the civs, there is a huge amount of space around the map to settle. A lot of the Pacific Islands, New Zealand, some of Indonesia, we could even go and sort of plonk ourselves on the southern tip of, or the northern tip of Japan. We could go and settle Alaska. There's loads of places we can go, and with our abilities we want unimproved features like woods and rainforest, which basically much means we can go anywhere we want. We're going to get tons of production, tons of culture, tons of faith. I am going to play this game with the intention of getting a culture victory. We'll see if that's possible, but with like 40 civs it may be difficult. We're also going to try and get a religion. Maori get a huge amount of faith per turn alongside the culture per turn. I think it's possible. But first, we have to find the goddamn land. Now I'm going to take a punt that it's left. Well, see if that's right. Oh, already I can see what appears to be some coast. Yes, here we go. This looks like coast. This looks like coast to me. What is this? Asia. I think this is Hawaii. Unless I'm very wrong. I might be very wrong. We'll bring our settler over. You can see we're still getting culture and faith per turn. We start as a boat earning things. I'm going to go straight for astrology because we need a religion. We're playing on online speed, by the way. You should know that. But I want to build a holy site as soon as possible. Although we'll see whether or not that is possible. I don't know whether or not we're going to have any space through it, essentially. The Great Barrier Reef. Okay, that's Australia. So we're not starting in Hawaii, we're starting very close to Australia, which means New Zealand is going to be down here. Surely. This is interesting. Okay. So, I think, in terms of where we want to settle, I think this island looks a little bit better than this island. There's two fishing boats on each. But this one has access to 4, if my lands were to be expanded a little bit more. I don't know. Let's have a look down here and see. See, there's mussels down there as well. Do I want to go and settle down on New Zealand? The problem with here is there's no space for holy site, which is a little bit of a problem. I think I might go down to New Zealand. We're just going to take a punt and settle on New Zealand. I think this is New Zealand down here. I'm pretty sure it's New Zealand. I may be wrong. I may very much be wrong, but we'll see. Already we found absolutely loads of cool places to settle. I'm sort of going down here. I think this is the southern coast of New Zealand, isn't it? I kind of want to go to this tile. I think being under the volcano is a little bit scary. Just a little bit, like, ridiculous, but I think we're going to give it a go. I'm going to give it a go, and in the meantime, my warrior is just, like, finding loads of stuff. Look at this. Oh, tribal villages. What happens if you get a tribal village before we've actually, like, you know, put ourselves anywhere? What's this? The natural wonder here. Oh, this is there is oh, what's it called? The southern New Zealand mountains. I might settle near those then. Yeah, Piopautawi? Oh god, I don't want to have to pronounce that, but cool. I like this place, actually. That's pretty cool. Have I got fresh water? No fresh water. So, but this tile is really good because this here has loads and loads of fishing boats near it, and lots of faith in culture and things, because this gives me +1 gold and +1 culture to all adjacent tiles. I quite like that. Oh, I want to land. I want to land. You know what? I'm going to move my settle around. As I said, we don't need to rush. We're getting extra stuff every turn at the moment. We've got a policy slot. I can get things like God King and Survey. I've turned Barbarians off, I should say, as well. You know what? I think actually that tile does look the best. So we're gonna stick for. Oh, we're gonna go here. We're gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna settle here on this tile there, and then we can put the holy site down next to it. So we boosted early empire before we even have a single city. I quite like that. That's quite good. Is this a tribal hut? It is a tribal hut. Irrigation. There you go. So there's no fresh water on this island at all, I don't think. That's fine. It makes me feel a little bit better. But if I settle here, I'm going to have an amazing city all in this area. It means I won't be able to settle more of New Zealand, but we're going to have plenty of space to settle, so I'm not worried about that particularly. Australia already looks like a huge sort of deserty mess. In fact, there's Australia itself. I've met you. You've met me before I've even built a city. Now this is really interesting because I think I already have shipbuilding, which means, yes, I can get quad marines. I might actually kill Australia before I've even met anybody else. That'd be quite good. Let's farm a city. Here we go. We're going to remove the wood tiles there. I appreciate it's not the best, but what it does mean is I've now got a builder. And I've got a builder who can immediately go and improve some fishes, which will expand my land all the more. So here we go. Our settlement is doing very nicely already. Wakatu. I'm going to just insult a lot of people very quickly with my inability to pronounce anything. I'm sorry in advance. And astrology. So I'm going to jump straight into astrology because I want to get a holy site. +4 faith per turn. That's really nice. We've got to get a religion. Getting a religion is the absolute most important thing because I want crusade. Because if I don't get crusade, I can't take people over very quickly. Crusade makes the game very fun indeed. And look at this. That is a fantastic mackerel tile there. Oh, got to get me some mackerel. Next turn, it's just going to happen just by itself because I've got 4 culture per turn. This is ridiculous culture already at this stage of the game. I love it. That's a good tile. Look at that. 3 gold and 3 culture and 4 foods. I've already got huge food input. Don't have much production. Production is a little bit of an issue, but we can rush a religion with some holy site works. I think we can get around it that way. My warrior is just skirting around Australia. I think there should be a lot of different islands over in this direction, so we can probably look to go and settle like as quickly as we can. But I mean, at the moment I'm just skirting around Australia, see if I can find myself some tribal huts before Australia can grab them themselves. I think that's a good idea, really. What I'm quickly going to do is just purchase this tile down here, because that is suddenly, with my Maori ability, a 5 production tile. It's also being locked and worked now. I think that means my holy site should be building a little bit quicker. Yeah, 3 turns now. Good. That's much quicker. It means I might be able to rush a religion in, because as I say, if I'm not, the difference between 2 or 3 turns is enough to sort of get me a religion or to lose one entirely. So I've got to be a little bit careful about that, but I think we'll be alright. Unit has earned experience. Oh, actually having a powerful warrior on Australia is quite a fun idea. Purely because it means I can sort of go and attack Australia. I actually do intend to wipe Australia off the map. I've got to be a lot more targeted. In my roaming game, I went to war with absolutely everyone at the same time, which, as much as it's good fun, and it was really good fun, I led to a huge amount of resentment against me, both in terms of the diplomatic effects, but also the economic effects it had on my empire. I need to get on with people. I need to get on with people really, really well. And if I go to war with everybody, I won't be able to spread my culture around. It'll be a real problem for me. So what I'm going to do is attack Australia, but totally wipe them out. All grievances against me disappear really, really quickly. Does that make sense? Just totally sort of beeline it in that way. And build a government plaza. I've now got a holy site. Here we go. So let's have a think about this. Nobody's getting profit points yet, which is good. It means I can rush a profit through. In fact, nobody's doing it. So I'll quickly... Do I rush in a shrine? No, I'm going to get holy site prayers really quickly. We're going to do this twice and just do it that way. Oh no, actually sod it. Let's get a shrine. Get already the city. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. But yeah, we need to take over Australia and totally wipe them out so that there's no grievances against me. If I can do that, then hopefully I should be able to take over loads of lands and people won't resent me for it. Animal husbandry. No horses. No horses. That's fine. That's fine. The Maori were never known for their horseback units, to be fair. Let's think about this. I want to be taking over Australia. To do that, I could get... cartography's ages away. Do I go for swordsmen? Swordsmen are a little far away. I could get Toa. Because they don't require iron. They do not require iron, and they're really, really strong. And I could just totally wipe Australia out. You know what? I'm going to rush it. I'm going to rush Toa. I mean, harbours are more important, and then you rush Toa. But I think we're going to do it that way round. We can wipe Australia off the continent before we know it. I actually managed to get a pantheon way quicker than I expected. Only a few of the really good ones have gone. So, right, Divine Spark is not useful for me because we can't get great writers as the Maori. It's just not a possibility. But we can get other things like fishing boats, +1 production from fishing boats. We're going to get a lot of those fishing boats, I would hope. Somebody's gone for the extra faith for beautiful tiles, which is a shame, but never mind. What can we do? Geothermal soil, we're likely to get a few bits and pieces. Camps. We might get a couple of camps. I actually think fishing boats. I think this one already is getting me 3 extra production per turn. Makes a difference. Okay, that'll help me to build that early game army. I'm going to switch over to maritime industries because I want to be getting a load of galleys to help my assault, or at least sort of naval ships. You can see here I'm just doing a bit of exploration of Australia. I've got loads and loads of stuff going on. I actually am safe from them. Just see this line of ocean. They can't cross that. So they can't assault me. I can plan to hit them, but they can't get me. Now I'm going to get a Pingala start. I think a Pingala start is the best. For now, I don't want to rush for settling because I'm going to have no direct competition this early on. I'd rather boost myself through the early game science in order to get my units as quickly as possible. You can see if I go to here, great profits. Loads of people are getting great profit points now. So I need to rush my holy site prayers. We'll get Crusade. I'll spread it immediately across to Australia. As you can see, Australia are not one of the Civs. There we go. Not one of the Civs that are getting a religion. So we'll spread the religion across, give myself a Crusade, that +10, build a load of warriors and go and take them over. I love it when you can immediately see Russia spring up. Look at that. Already 2 artist points per turn. I'm surprised they're only getting 3 profit points per turn. Normally they're up to like 17 great profit points per turn already by this stage, but we'll take it for now. It's not too bad. We're boosting through these early game cultures very quickly. Let's get to political philosophy so we can get oligarchy. That's it, oligarchy, and then we can send our army over. Here we go. First, profit. So, what are we going to do? What religion shall we make this time around? I think we've got to have one related to fish. Clearly a fish-based religion is going to be the best thing we can do. I think we're just going to call it Fish Friends. I mean, Fish Fried. Oh dear. Anyway, Fish Friends. Where is... So, World Wonders provide +4 faith. That's fine. I was thinking of more the natural wonders, but... yeah, what else? Shrines and temples provide extra culture. That's quite good. That would give me a lot of extra early game culture just to boost through those civics. I could get Jesuit education though. I feel like Jesuit education is the one for me this time round. So I can buy those culture buildings in really quickly, seeing as that's what we're doing. And then Crusade. We're going to go straight for Crusade. Wonderful. Fish friends. Here it is. Beautiful religion. It's a nice blue. We'll start spreading that to Australia as soon as we can. In fact, actually, look at this. I've got 26 faith per turn. I think that's a little bit too high. I think that's probably because I just boosted it, but we'll see about that. Quickly get a monument in, and we'll start building the army.